world watched the skies with a mixture of fear and fascination. Every eye was turned upwards. Every heart beat a little faster as the unknown loomed above. It was the Cold War, a time of unprecedented tension and rivalry. Two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, were locked in a struggle for dominance. This was not just a political or military standoff. It was a battle for the future of humanity. It wasn't just a battle for land or resources. It was a contest of ideologies, a fight to prove which system was superior. This was a race for space. The final frontier became the ultimate battleground, where each nation sought to outdo the other. Each launch was a victory, a testament to human ingenuity and determination. The roar of the rockets echoed the hopes and dreams of millions. Each failure was a setback, a reminder of the immense challenges and dangers of space exploration. Yet with every failure came renewed resolve. The stakes were high and the whole world was watching. News of each mission spread like wildfire, capturing the attention of people everywhere. The space race was more than a technological competition. It was a symbol of national pride and a demonstration of each country's capabilities. It was a battle of ideologies. The capitalist West, led by the USA, versus the communist East, led by the USSR. Each side believed their way of life was the best. The capitalist West, led by the USA, versus the communist East, led by the USSR. This ideological clash was reflected in every aspect of the space rocket launch. Every orbit, every spacewalk was a symbolic victory in the global struggle for hearts and minds. Each achievement was a message to the world, a powerful display of technological prowess. It showcased the best of human innovation and the relentless pursuit of progress. It captivated the imaginations of people around the world. The dream of space travel united humanity in awe and wonder, transcending borders and ideologies. On October 4th, 1957, the world changed. The Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite, into Earth's orbit. This small metal sphere, barely larger than a beach ball, sent shockwaves across the globe. For the United States, Sputnik was a wake-up call. It exposed a technological gap that many Americans didn't realize existed. The American public was stunned. Schools held special classes to listen to Sputnik's radio signal. People wondered how the Soviets had gotten ahead. The launch of Sputnik ignited a sense of urgency in the United States. It spurred a national effort to catch up and surpass the Soviet Union in space exploration. This was the start of the space race. In response to Sputnik, the United States created the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, in 1958. NASA was tasked with developing and implementing America's space program. The early years of NASA were marked by challenges and setbacks. Rockets exploded on the launch pad, missions failed. The Soviets seemed to be always one step ahead. But amidst the failures, there were also triumphs. American astronauts began to orbit the Earth. NASA developed new technologies and gathered valuable data. The dream of space exploration was kept alive. The American spirit of innovation and determination was on full display. The Soviets achieved another stunning victory on April 12, 1961. Yuri Gagarin, a young Soviet human in space, his spacecraft, Vostok 1, completed one orbit around Earth before returning safely. Gagarin's flight was a major propaganda coup for the Soviet Union. It solidified their image as leaders in space exploration. Newspapers around the world celebrated Gagarin's achievement. He became an international hero, a symbol of human ambition and the potential of space travel. The United States, still lagging behind in the space race, faced mounting pressure to achieve a similar feat. Section 5. Kennedy's Challenge, the Moonshot. On May 25, 1961, President John F. Kennedy delivered a historic speech to Congress. He challenged the nation to land a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before the end of the decade. "We choose to go to the moon," Kennedy declared, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. Kennedy's bold vision galvanized the nation. It provided a clear goal for NASA and ignited the imaginations of millions around the world. The Apollo program, NASA's ambitious undertaking to fulfill Kennedy's challenge, became a national priority. Thousands of scientists, engineers, and technicians worked tirelessly to develop the technology and expertise needed for a lunar landing. Section 6. Behind the Iron Curtain, Soviet Struggles. While the United States focused on the moon, the Soviet space program faced challenges. The race to space was not just a matter of technological prowess, but also a test of political will and economic strength. The Soviet system, while capable of impressive feats, was also hampered by bureaucracy, secrecy, and a lack of resources. The centralized control often led to inefficiencies and delays, making it difficult to sustain long-term projects. There were internal rivalries between design bureaus, each vying for limited resources and political favor. These rivalries sometimes resulted in duplicated efforts and wasted resources. The death of chief rocket designer Sergei Korolev in 1966 dealt a major blow to the Soviet moon program. Korolev was not just a brilliant engineer, but also a visionary leader who could navigate the complex Soviet bureaucracy. Despite these setbacks, the Soviets continued to achieve significant milestones. Their determination and ingenuity led to several firsts in space exploration. They launched the first woman into space, Valentina Tereshkova, in 1963. This was a monumental achievement that showcased the Soviet Union's commitment to gender equality in their space program. They conducted the first spacewalk in 1965, with cosmonaut Alexei Leonov stepping into the void of space. This daring mission demonstrated the Soviet Union's capability to push the boundaries of human spaceflight. However, their lunar ambitions ultimately faltered. The dream of landing a Soviet cosmonaut on the moon remained unfulfilled. The N-1 rocket, their answer to the Saturn V, suffered from a series of catastrophic failures. Each launch attempt ended in disaster, highlighting the technical and logistical challenges that the Soviet space program faced. Section 7, One Giant Leap, Apollo 11. 1969, the world held its breath. The Apollo astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin touched down on the surface of the moon. "The Eagle has landed," Armstrong announced. Hours later, Armstrong became the first human to walk on the moon. "That's one small step for a man," he famously said, "one giant leap for mankind." The Apollo 11 mission was a triumph of human ingenuity and determination. It marked a pivotal moment in human history, expanding our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The images of Armstrong and Aldrin on the moon were beamed around the world, inspiring awe and wonder. Section 8. Beyond competition, a new era of cooperation. The Apollo 11 landing effectively ended the space race. The United States had achieved its goal. With the pressure of competition easing, a new era of cooperation emerged. In 1975, American and Soviet spacecraft docked in orbit during the Apollo-Soyuz test project. This historic handshake in space symbolized a thawing of Cold War tensions. The International Space Station, a marvel of international collaboration, became a symbol of what humanity could achieve when nations worked together. The ISS, continuously inhabited since 2000, has hosted astronauts from over 15 countries. It serves as a platform for scientific research, technological development, and international cooperation. Section 9. The legacy was space race was a time of intense competition, technological innovation, and national pride. It was a period where two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, vied for supremacy in space exploration. Rapid advancements in technology and science, leading to some of the most iconic moments in human history. It pushed the boundaries of human. The missions undertaken during this era provided invaluable data about space and our place in it. Astronauts conducted experiments that would lay the groundwork for future space exploration and scientific discovery, but it came at a cost. The race to space was not without its sacrifices and challenges. There were numerous setbacks, including failed missions and tragic accidents that claimed the lives of brave astronauts. The financial burden was also immense, with billions of dollars funneled into the space programs. Billions of dollars were spent, lives were lost. Was it worth it? This question has been debated for decades. The financial and human costs were significant, and the pressure to succeed was immense. Yet the achievements of the space race cannot be understated. The space race left an indelible mark on human history. The successful landing on the moon in 1969 was a monumental achievement that showcased human potential and determination. It was a moment that united people around the world in awe and wonder. It inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. The accomplishments of the space race ignited a passion for exploration and innovation in countless individuals. Many young people were motivated to pursue careers in science and technology, driven by the dream of reaching for the stars. It led to countless technological advancements that have benefited society in ways we may never fully comprehend. From satellite communications to medical technologies, the innovations born out of the space race have had far-reaching impacts on our daily lives. But it also serves as a reminder of the complexities of human ambition, the fragility of our planet, and the importance of international cooperation. The view of Earth from space highlighted the need for global unity and environmental stewardship. As we stand on the verge of a new era of space exploration with plans to return to the Moon and venture further into our solar system, we must reflect on the lessons of the past. The space race taught us the value of perseverance, innovation, and collaboration. The lessons of the space race remain as relevant as ever. They remind us of what we can achieve when we dare to dream big and work together towards a common goal. As we look to the future, let's carry forward the spirit of exploration and discovery that defined this remarkable chapter in human history.